Hello, hello, and welcome to another edition of Culture Mosaic. Our 30-minute program today will give you a panoramic view of the past week's cultural happenings in both Vietnam and around the world. In this show, we'll spend a great deal of time covering stories celebrating the International Children's Day. Plus, you'll have the chance to listen to John Krish, who is described as one of the most original voices in new travel writing. Excited? Well, so am I. Let's check out the headlines for today. Artisan Nguyễn Văn Ding and his effort to preserve traditional bamboo dragonflies. American travel writer John Krish shares his thoughts on Vietnam's cultural values and his connection with the country. And Hanoi hosts the first ever International Children's Theater Festival. Now, while Vietnamese traditional toys are no longer appealing to many children, bamboo dragonflies made in Thạch commune of Thạch district here in Hanoi still have the love of all city kids. These folk toys still attract children through the employment of natural materials and also a lot of fancy colors. In our culture and lifestyle this week, we'll meet with Nguyễn Văn Ding, who is an artisan, and we'll get to learn more about his efforts to preserve and develop the making of traditional bamboo dragonflies in Thạch commune.
The image of dragonflies flying in the fields and gardens inspires the idea of making bamboo dragonflies for craftsmen in Thạch commune, Thạch district of Hanoi. Besides use as a toys for kids, bamboo dragonflies are eye-catching decorative items. Bamboo dragonflies making is a new craft practice around 10 years in the land of Thạch, which is famous for unique age-old occupations such as Đồng Hồ folk painting making and Vạn Phúc silk weaving. In the first days, the craft was practiced in more than 10 family workshops in the area. However, because of weak market for their products, craftsmen in Thạch had to give up the trade. Currently, only 2 or 3 families still cling to it, including Ding's family. Bamboo dragonflies making flourished in the year 2000. Many families in our area practice it. But then the trade just brought about poor incomes. Craftsmen gave it up. I myself had to try so hard to maintain the craft, and because I love it so much. I've taught the craft to my children. Who knows, this craft may find its heyday back one day. My uncle leads me to the bamboo dragonflies making here. I like it from the very first moment. Now I can do some parts of the process. To many, bamboo dragonflies making seems to be an easy craft. However, in fact, it's not easy at all. The process of making a bamboo dragonfly includes many steps, from drawings to making parts of the dragonfly. All of the parts have to be assembled in a proper way to ensure a balance so that a bamboo dragonfly can stand like a real one. For years, Ding and his family have tried hard to maintain the craft. Recently, they have cooperated with some social organizations in a project to research and preserve Vietnamese traditional folk toys. They have opened classes to teach bamboo dragonflies making to
Nghệ nhân như anh
children.
Đình đấy là những người có một cái
We
tấm lòng nhiệt
appreciate
huyết
that
để
Ding
đưa
and
cái
his
đồ chơi
family
truyền
have
thống
done
của
very
phóng
much.
ngày xưa để
They do
lại
what they can do to
muốn
keep
lần sau
Vietnamese
phát
folk
triển
toys,
cái đồ chơi này
or
lên
in
để
other
nó
words, they
không bị
keep the
mai
value
một.
of
Tuy nhiên,
tradition
con
despite
trai của anh
hardship
định
of
làm ra
earning.
thì giá trị thu nhập về kinh tế cho gia đình của anh thì không được bao nhiêu, nhưng mà anh vẫn tận tâm tận huyết với cái nghề này để nhằm bảo tồn và phát huy cái đồ chơi chuồn trẻ.
In the past, bamboo dragonflies were just in brown color of bamboo. To make bamboo dragonflies more eye-catching, Ding has invested much of his time and efforts in creating colors and decorative patterns on them. For nearly 10 years, Ding has passed through a lot of difficulties to maintain the craft which he chooses for his life. Ding ever traveled around the country to introduce bamboo dragonflies to everyone in a hope of provoking their love for the toy. Days after days, and with his endless efforts, many now know about Ding's bamboo dragonflies and welcome them. And for Ding, he still nurtures a dream of himself that one day his bamboo dragonflies, together with other traditional toys, will completely win the love of the children.
Chuồn chuồn ớt chưa hè nóng bức, bắt đem cắn rốn tập bơi. Chuồn chuồn kim mắt lim dim đậu trên cây ngô. Luống ngô em trồng, luống khoai em trồng, đồng em xanh mơn man mơn man. Ngước mắt lên nhìn trời, khói bếp bay lên nhà ai. Từng giọt